block the turn. We have a straight. Do not have the nut flush now. That would be painful. I think it's time now, chat. I do think it's time for the Venom. The 2650 Venom. There it is. And this is blue felt. 3-bet pot, flop top sets. C-bet, get a call. I didn't actually know this was a bounty, but that would have been sweet. Anyways, 400,000. Nice chip up early days here in this 2650. If you don't have a massive edge in the tournaments, in freeze-out tournaments, the most profitable time to register is max late reg because of like the percentage of the field that is busted and like your proximity to the money and stuff. So I don't play that way, and that I think I have a deep stack edge against a lot of my opponents. And then also it's fun for the stream. But like if I wasn't a streamer, I'd probably be late registering a lot more in freeze-outs. So I really don't mind getting in late in freeze-outs. But obviously when I sell action, I know that like people want to see a little bit more action usually. So, but yeah, like average stack isn't a huge deal in terms of our ability to win this tournament. I think we just need every chip. Start by making in the money and go from there. So I think we call the C-bet. See, our hand is not great on this flop, but it's good enough to continue. So check queen of the river. Don't think we want to bluff sixes because we have all sorts of ace highs that can bluff. Might have worked against 10-9, which is kind of sad. Raise, we 3-bet king jack. They call ace 10-4 in the flop. We C-bet. And just turn the queen. How about that? Turn the queen. Don't need it. Cool. I'm going to 4-bet. We're 56 blinds deep here. So do we go like this and then call off? Yeah, I think this is good. Being suited, I think we want to 4-bet less than all in here. If we were not suited, then I would just rip this ace king. And we c-bet. Board is not very good for ace king. I think we definitely need to c-bet though. We're representing aces, kings, queens, and all that sort of stuff. They quickly call. I think they have a pair, probably. I think our ability to fold a pair here is going to be quite low, especially with them having half pot. So I think we just check. Let's check, check. I think we check again. We could be hopeful for like ace king of hearts or ace queen of hearts or ace 10 of hearts or ace 5 of hearts or something like that. But we should probably lose this pot. But I think betting all in on the turn, we're going to lose money. I think. Jack 10. I think they should fold to the 4-bet, but it's reasonably close, and people overfold to the 4-bet, so it's not the end of the world. And then, yeah, play the hand the same way. And they probably just, like, tank for 40 seconds and then call our shove in the turn, which is kind of the problem with our shove, you know? So, not the end of the world, but a jam pre would have just taken that down. Check, check. Bet a 17,000 on the turn. Against the small blind, though, especially against a big stack, we need to peel here. They have all of the broadways, and they're a big stack and playing pretty aggressively. So I think this betting range is going to be kind of unprotected here. Yeah, they're going to have some pairs and stuff, but like, I think we're going to see an overbluff with Jack 10, with Queen 10, with King 10, with King Queen, with King Jack, and all those sort of hands. So we call on the turn. River is not great again. It's close. I mean, again, it's just kind of the read of like big stack, flat, small, has all of the broadways, unprotected, overbluffs the turn. And in the small blind, doesn't actually have as much of this board as they do in the big blind, right? Like they don't have very many trips. They're not always value betting that either. Yeah, I think we call here. Just for that reason. There we go. Come on, dude. Let's go. Let's go. If they were sitting on a normal stack, we'd probably find a fold somewhere. But, like, it's probably a pretty decent read, I think. We are 85 blinds deep. Great flop. We get into some problems later on in the hand, but against such a small bet sizing, we check raise and then check turn often. Thing is, there's a lot of bad turns and rivers at the stack depth, right? Is the main kind of deal, but we still check raise now. Wow. Okay. Well, we hope they have a flush here. We don't want to bet that big, right? Like flushes, full houses, want to get value, but you don't want to fold out a king, no? Yeah. Like we want to get paid from a king. Ace jack here. I mean, good spot, right? We get check raise, but top against a pretty aggressive player. We are going to see aces, kings, queens, sixes, and fours sometimes, but we're also going to see a lot of other hands with quite a strong hand. Ace jack. I would say that we don't want to see a king, really, right? Like a king would be the worst card in the deck. King 10, king queen might be able to go for a check raise type hand. But we feel pretty okay. They check on the turn. We go for another bet here. And typically you'd go for bigger sizing, but against a check raise, I think like half pot is right. It's kind of a bit weird, but true. Here's up king 5 suited in the 2650 Venom. Some small bet, some big bet, some check here. All three. I like going for a big bet with this king 5. A lot of good turns of rivers, backdoor flush draw, etc. Let's go down to the ace 4 suited. Raise. Background plant seems to be an extension of your hair. Yeah, it is actually my hair. Thank you for calling it a plant. This is what my hair looks like, and incredibly rude. Stegolas, definitely senior. I remember playing with them quite a bit. I think check fold is fine with this hand. If I have ace 4 of hearts, diamonds, or spades, probably want to consider ace 4, ace 5, ace deuce going for a check raise here. But I think with this hand, it's fine to just check fold. Heads up. Goes check, check. Turns a king. Check again. Lots of great players out there today, man. All battling it out. Can we get a Let's Go Celtics for the people? There you go. Good luck. I'm a very passive basketball fan. Usually root for the Raptors, but I did not see any of the Raptors in the playoffs. And they were just playing, and they might still be playing, so that tells you how connected I am to basketball. But nonetheless, good luck to you and your team tonight, my friend. Bet get a call, 5 on the turn, bet 70%. It's good. 75%, better. We bet and then really struggle against a check jam, basically. Really struggle against a check jam. The thing is, we should fold out most deuce X in the turn. We really should. Right. We go for a pretty sizable bet. What 2 can call? There is no 2 in club draw, right? So it's mostly queen X and sticky 7X. Let's go. Let's go. If they find the check jam, I mean, it's so sick, and we probably call. As of now, over 2X starting stack. Loving that for us. Let's go. This is a 4-bet. I think this is bare Uzi. We can have a 4-bet sizing to like 78, 79K. It's pretty fun with jacks to not, though. You know, like jacks are not a hand that really want to 4-bet less than all in, so I'm okay with that. Slam dunk, we're up to 710. And we raise, of course. It's really painful if Bear usually shoves because we need about 8% less equity to call off all in here with this bounty. Queen 10 against the 20 blind range. Pretty close. Pretty close. 965 is a really bad board for us. Really good board for our opponents. I'm happy to just check here. Folding. Double gutter actually. 7 or jack. Never mind. Double gutter is enough. Plus the 2 overcards. Yeah. We get the call. Bend the 1K main. 2/3 on jack 8-7. Take it down and then just fold to the river bet here. After our double gutter. Bricks, bro. Bricks. No pairs. No straights. Nothing. This is a 4-bet. It's not a good enough hand to call, and I think our opponent's going to be quite active here. So I like putting in the 4-bets. And put them to the decision as to what they want to do. You know? Don't like calling it out of position, so we just say, hey, I've got kings. What are you going to do? You know? King Jack 4. Delayed bets, I'd say, is good. We miss big time, right? We don't have a heart in our hand. We love an ace or a 10 of hearts. They can definitely have the ace of hearts in their hand. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. So let's go for a check and then bet the turn. Bet 26,000. Okay. Well, I will definitely call getting 12-1. I think some percentage of the time they have the nuts and we're drawing nearly dead. But doesn't change that we are going to call for 26K. Turn is a queen. Block the turn. We have a straight. Do not have the nut flush now. That would be painful. Take it down. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. That's fine. That's cool. 830,000. That's good. We're going to call a small bet, but it checks around 3 on the turn. Just check call now with the pair and the flush draw. Check, check, check. Check. Bet small call. Squeeze. All in. Please have a set or something weird. 625 bounty on the line. If they call, it'll be 4 stacks in this 2,500. But they fold. Still, over 3 stacks. Very good position here in this 2,650. Open the ace-4 of hearts. This gets pretty interesting against a squeeze, I think. Wow. Check call, right? We flop a gutter to the nut and a backdoor flush draw. Wow. How can I get all the money in this spot, man? I mean, I'm just going to have to overbet. I can't really bet a sizing where I can get all the money naturally. I can go like pot, but... $12.50 bounty is a lot of bounty. I'm going to guess they have king, queen. And I'm going to guess they're going to find the fold, which is really sad. I can check turn, but then when it goes check, check, we'd never get the bounty, which just blows against some hands, you know. Like king jack, you know. Like letting king jack only put in 1 bet, not getting the bounty is just the worst. Come on, let's go. $12.50 bounty coming away. Come on, chats. Yes. Did not give us a lot of credit there for check and then bet and then jam. We're off to a good start. 4 stacks and a $12.50 bounty. I think jam is the play here. They're 23 blinds deep. We have ace-8 suited. We cover for a bounty. Just squeeze less than all in now. Get it in there, Wiley. Ooh, that's a flat. That is a bit intense. Now, they only have 115,000 back. There's 157 in the middle. So this is a pretty good flop. We check, they jam, they call. We over jam. They are screwed. How about that? How about that? Okay. Good luck. Please just have the best hand now. Would be better. Diamond. Diamond! Ah, bro. We're going to be 4-bet calling. Our opponent has just under 100 blinds, but with the bounty and a double bounty, it's a no-brainer to me, I think, this 4-bet. We make it about there. And get ready to run it, you know? If they jam, okay. Hopefully it's queens and jacks and not aces and kings. If they call, that's fine too. But this 1250 bounty is... that's half a buy-in in cash. Plus the chips in the middle. Plus we have ace-king, you know? It's not nothing. So I'm going to c-bet this board a lot. I'm not going to c-bet it here, though, because I think it's a disaster to bet fold ace-king with the backdoor no flush draw. So if I have ace-jack, I'm going to c-bet here always. If I have a flush draw, I'm going to c-bet here always. If I have like nines, I'm going to c-bet here always. This hand, I do not want to do that with, you know? Call. I was thinking about check raising, but I think call is better. King on the turn. Check, check, jam, river. Here we go. Just don't have aces, you know? Don't have aces. Have king, queen. Thank you guys for all the sub love. I'm just in the zone in this hand, so give me a sec. And we're all in here. We don't want to give them the opportunity to check back at the river, I don't think. Do we ever get called by worse, though, if we check raise here? Like, are they ever going to call with, like, queens or jacks? Do they ever have king, queen? 3-bet calls a 4-bet? Do they ever have flush draws that bet 93K here? I think I need to call, actually, and let them bluff. Let's hope they bluff. That does complete king, queen, but I don't think they 3-bet, call a 4-bet with king, queen. We block the nut flush as well with the ace of clubs, which is pretty important. But yeah, I decided if I check raise the turn, they're not going to call with worse. Really. I mean, they might have like king 10 suited that like, just like, okay, I call or something, you know. Good luck. Oh. Okay. Just unlucky. I mean, top set against top. Unlucky. That end is, it's a lot of money, but there's not a lot to do about it, you know? Really. This is a defend for the min raise. And this might be a check raise as well. We take it down. Jack 7. I think it is, dude. The thing that's a little hairy about this is like, it is a little iffy when we get jammed on here, but I think on this board texture, we want to do it at least some percentage of the time with that end. At least some percentage of the time with Jack 7. Maybe not 100% frequency. We definitely do with A7 all the time, but yeah, call. I mean, this hand is not super fun to play. Blue Tomato has 770,000, by the way, chat. Start this hand. Fold there. We open, get a call from Baby Bows. See bet, check, turn, call river. That's probably how this is going to play out. But let's see what happens. Bet take it. That's easy enough. 344. We cover Baby Bows. We cover Ringo as well on a 1,093 bounty. Don't sleep on it. Let's raise. Do we cover anyone? Not on our lefts. Two people on our right, but not on our left. Against a 3-bet. Think 4-bet is the default here. With a big bounty on our head, like under 35 blinds, and a hand that doesn't flop too well post-flop, ace-queen offsuit. But we just take it down. It's fine. 350. Open from bat. We call on the button, and then cube calls the big blind. Queen 4 deuce. Small bet of a quarter. Good check raise spot. Good check raise spot. Yep, but now what? Now what do we do? Oh, Matty Ice, I missed your host, by the way, on break. Thank you so much, Matty. Appreciate it. Can we, like, is there anything that can be done here to, like, really mess about? Nah, there just isn't. There isn't enough room, unfortunately. Like, this is a slam dunk spot to get out of line, right? Like, it's so good, but Jack 10 suited, I like raising. We flop an open-ender and diamonds. Check back. Backdoor diamonds, not front door diamonds. Just check, and then turns an ace. We're going to bet now. We can stand up to check raises, except for, I guess, jams, but, like, who's going to jam for 3x pot? That'd be ridiculous. This is good news, though. This is really, really good. We're going to bet a 7-5-3 board. Not a board our opponent actually hits very often, calling the small blind. With this bounty on our head, yeah, we're 9,500. Like, they're just going to 3-bet better pairs, so they really shouldn't have over pairs. I think we can open this. Not a great board for our hands. Or our range, really. Although we do have a hand that's pretty decent to bet here. Because we have 2 overs, we have a backdoor flush draw, we have a lot of backdoor straight draws as well. So we're going to do a lot of checking, but I think Jack 10 with the Jack of clubs is a good one to mess about with, basically. And we get a bet of 21,450. I think I should call here. I think if we're going to do some raising, probably want just straight flush draws or like 7x/8x with a backdoor flush draw. So I think it's too tight to just straight fold, but yeah, I think I think check on the turn. It's just very few hands that we call flop with that can bet on this turn. We have a hand that wouldn't mind bluffing at some point, but if we're going to do it, it's going to be on the river. And we do have a lot of candidates of hands that can bluff. We have one of the best ones, but our opponent might call a little bit too wide because of that. Like, when you think about sort of hands that peel a small flop bet, we have a lot of ace highs, right? We have a lot of hands that could be considered junk. They just pot it and we fold. So that's not a lot to think about on that one. So we get a min raise. 4-7 suited, definitely a hand worth playing. We will call. Any 2 suited in this spot. Very interesting. Flop a pair of 7s. No club. So second pair. No flush draw. I want to continue. How? We could check raise and then fold to jam. Or we could peel here and play turns. I feel like this is standard peel. Do I want to bluff the river if it goes check here? There are a pair of 7s and a 4 kicker. Doesn't matter. It's just a fold now. I think I was going to bluff river, yeah. And we have to fold ace 5. Unfortunately, on 180 here. Just to, like, you know, standard defend, and didn't work out pots, so nothing too much to talk about, but has us in a much shorter situation now. Queen Jack was going to be a jam, but Snowden opens. Now it's a fold. I don't think we can defend here on this 13 blinds, 13, 14 blinds. So, yeah, we're just going to fold here. I think we're all in here. 14, 140, 154, 168 is 12.3 blinds. Under the gun 1 with 5s. I think we're all in. We can check it if we fail here. But I think 12 blinds, we ship city. Big flip for 370K. Let's go. Let's go. That's big. I'm taking this back to 370. We like that. Not worth it with king 5 suited on the end. King queen suited. We like this hand. Jamming, fine. 3-bet calling is probably fine against C money as well, to be honest. C money is going to open so wide on 3.5 million, bro. It's C money, like nearing day 2. My first impression is to rip City because I think he's going to open a gazillion hands. Calling is obviously profitable. 3-bet calling is also profitable, but doesn't feel very good to 3-bet call. Especially when C money just might rip ace-6 on our face. I think we should just rip it here with king queen. That's what we'll do. Let's go. That real moneymaker? I think so, bro. Pretty sure. I think the day is done. Let me message State Kings. I'll let you know if we get another hand, but probably not. That's it. Place first in the tournament. We're on to the next day. Monday. Not tomorrow Monday, but the next Monday. And it's going to be... I mean, it might be $1 million for first. I don't know. It's $5 million guaranteed, but we're going to be back tomorrow, day 2, okay? All right, so 527,000 here. We are the shortest on our table. Blinds are 10K, 20K. AKA, we've got plenty of time. 26 blinds here. There's no need to panic. It is very relaxed. This is gorgeous. This is probably a jam. I mean, my first impression is to just shove here. I don't think 3-betting less than all in makes a lot of sense. Flatting is profitable, but I think shoving is better. I think if I have like 8s, I'm going to flat here. We are all in. Good luck, chat. I think we do this with 10s and 9s, and then we flat 8s through... 8s through 5s, I guess. And then we 3-bet less than all in with queens, kings, and aces. No, just kings and aces, actually. And ace-king suited, ace-queen suited. All right. We need this to be ace-king. How about that? 10s against ace-king. That's what we want, chat. We need a 10. We need a 10. GG. $12.50 was our bounties. $1,250. But as the end of the journey. $12.50. $4.44.